Hi, welcome back to Guitar Discoveries. Today I'm excited to be sharing with you one of my treasured possessions, a 1963 Fender Vibroverb reissue. Now this is a 40 watt 2x10 amp. One of the first two amps that Fender decided to reissue in its history. In the early 90s, they decided they were going to start reissuing some of their old classic amps. Now, why would they have picked the Vibroverb? They picked the 59 Basement and the 63 Vibroverb. A couple things. The original version of this amp, they had only produced 600 of them. Now, that was a very small number. It was only in production for 4 months. And then it moved to a blackface version. So in this particular configuration, it's a very rare amp. It also had unique circuitry. It was the very first time Fender had ever put a reverb effect into an amp. So it's the original Fender reverb, and it's really warm. It's actually a different circuit than they used right after this. The reissued version is absolutely identical to the original 63 version with two notable exceptions. One of them being that they put in a solid state rectifier because it was more reliable. And then secondly, they added a 3-prong, a grounded chord, just for safety. But tonally identical to the original, which is really cool. Now, I bought this back in, when? 1994. I got the original paperwork here, 1994, January of 94. So I think this amp was only in production. The reissue version was in production for 3 or 4 years. The reissue version itself has a cool pedigree because this is the exact amp that Jeff Buckley played in his first released record live at Chennai in New York City. Hey, Jeff Buckley, man, mad respect for the guy. And I love the way this amp sounds on that record. Love the way it sounds when I'm playing as well. Here you go. Awesome reverb, tremolo, just that, those are sounds that I absolutely love. That is with the amp set up flat. One of the interesting things about this amp is that it had a tapped tone control circuit. That meant that the treble and bass controls, when set to 5, which is their middle setting, that means they're set to flat frequency response. So you can really contour the sound in either direction. You know, you're actually gaining and trimming from that 5 setting. This is with absolutely no pedals. I'm playing with both pickups on, straight into the amp, with the tone settings essentially flat. So this is really the tone of the amp that you've been hearing. And I think it's one of the things that I love is really being able to hear that tube warmth. It's such a beautiful, beautiful thing. I hope you like it too. Please tell me your favorite tube amps. Tell me what you think of the Vibroverb versus other Fenders you might have played or other amps that you love. Please subscribe to Guitar Discoveries. Love to share more with you. I'm going to be doing some other Guitar Discoveries using this amp. I really want to talk about using it with a power soaker so that you can see what it does when we crunch it up, bring up the volume, and get the tubes really working. So we'll do that next time. Watch for that video. Thanks. Please subscribe, like the video. That does me a lot of good. Comment and tell me what you think about this and the other Guitar Discoveries, and we'll see you soon.